We got Destiny Rising. This was a live stream that I was just doing some testing, just playing it back. But as you can see here today, what we got going on is we are running a Destiny Rising beta. As you can see, playing it on the Sony Xperia stream device. I'm going to disconnect this so I can show y'all real quick. So Destiny Rising is just started its beta, and I'm using my Sony Xperia 1 Mark V. This is a streaming accessory that lets you connect Ethernet, micro USB, headphone jack, HDMI straight to your monitor. But I've been doing some testing with the beta to see what the frame rates and graphics options are. This is footage that you're seeing off screen right here is actually from a live stream that I had today where I was testing it at 30 frames per second with the max settings. I'm gonna obviously do some screen capture to get you a better quality visuals as to how everything is coming out. But we got the DualSense controller connected to the phone, and it's going straight to the monitor. And I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. I see a lot of streamers that are playing the game right now that are streaming it from PC, actually using whatever kind of emulating software. I wanted to actually show you guys what it's looking like on the mobile device itself. Now this is in Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that's in the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V. There has since been 2 more iterations of this phone. We just had the launch of the Xperia 1 Mark 7, which is likely going to make this game even better. The only thing though is that the Xperia Stream accessory is exclusive to the Mark IV and the Mark V. They don't have that for the newer models, so as far as the longevity of being able to play with intensive graphics, couldn't tell you, but it looks great on this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to test 3 different graphical settings throughout this particular mission. This is when Ikora kills Crota's sister. It's a pretty epic mission. We're going to start our test with medium graphic settings with medium frame rate limitations. This is basically the high settings with a frame rate cap of, I believe, 40 FPS.
Let's find out.
I don't have my analytical software because it's not compatible with the newest Android update, but we're going to play it by eye. We're going to see what the resolution and frame rates are looking like with these different graphic settings.
Sev, are you sure this is the place?
Fairly sure, yes. I can already sense the void light. Let's keep moving, Wolf.
What's that?
Let's press on. Ikora's target may be here. How strange. Outlandish, even. Look at their compound eyes. Almost like some sort of insect. What are they doing? These creatures seem nearly feral. Something more intelligent must be sending them here. Almost like a swarm of insects. This fella looks tough. Be careful, Wolf. That armored creature was giving orders to the feral ones.
This isn't a good sign. Zev, let's hurry.
There's no end to them.
I've had enough of you. Take this! Wolf? Over here! Jiangxi Metro is in danger. These monsters are flooding in through this gateway. Wolf, with your help, I can seal the passageway. Just buy me some time!
Watch out! Range Sebastian stepping through. Such coordination between different troops. This is a premeditated...
Wolf! Keep her at bay. I need to concentrate.
Impressive.
It's not over yet. I must go take her down. Watch my back, young wolf.
A huge amount of energy?
I have a bad feeling about this. We need to hurry.
Note that cinematics are capped at 30 FPS. We're going to go ahead and change the settings here in a second.
Wolf will buy us enough time to investigate.
So this was balance mode. Now we're going to put it all the way up to maximum graphics, which is going to cap us, I believe, at 30 FPS.
She's over there. Be careful now. It might be an ambush.
An invader approaches the throne. End their arrogance.
The resolution looks real sharp. Anti-aliasing looks excellent. The image quality itself just overall fantastic for a mobile.
This place gives off an eerie vibe.
Indeed. It seems like a trans-dimensional space. It can replicate and restructure the dimension we're familiar with. Although, it's somewhat fragmented.
Now let's take a second to test the frame rate as we turn here, looking at everything in the distance, looking at the frames. Let's go ahead and change the performance. Gonna max out the frame rates down, bring the resolution to standard. So it's a much smoother image. Now obviously the edges of the objects on the screen are sharper, and you can see balance mode still keeps a respectable frame rate and a respectable balance with the image quality. So it's really up to you as far as a preference of what you want to play it as. If you're playing on a monitor or the phone itself, you really can't go wrong with having the lower resolution and just playing with higher frame rates. It's going to make you more competitive for online play. But I will say there comes a point where if you do want to play it on a bigger screen television, like the way I have my setup, where I could just connect it to a HD TV, play it on a big screen, you might want to have either balanced or maybe even get back to those higher resolutions that the maximum settings will offer, and it should pretty much play just like how Destiny 1 did back in the days of the PS3 and PS4 in its early stages. So it's very reminiscent of Destiny 1.
This realm. Atone for it with your life. Your aura is putrid.
Keep up! Don't let her escape! She's disappeared!
Any ideas? Funny thing. 3 air whoops. Heck no!
I can see that.
Seems to be transmitting something, Ikora.
You have earned the right to hear my words before you die.
Ikora, the portal is collapsing. Get us out of here.
Existence is the struggle to exist. Ranuk's failure denotes lack of strength. I lack nothing. As a reward for your insolence, I will crush your light and devour.
Thank you.
What did you find inside?
An army of the darkness. Enemies who don't fear the light. They hunger for it. Their master has set its sights upon us. You have to warn Haven.
I feel like balance mode is really starting to win me over because pushing the frame rate a little bit past 30 FPS makes a pretty big difference with the choppiness of the visuals. However, still having a pretty sharp resolution is important for the cutscenes, which are limited to 30 FPS anyways. So balance mode definitely is great. If you're able to go ultra settings with the high frame rates, I highly recommend doing that. And though it looks really good with max settings, overall, the best obvious choice is going to be going with standard graphics with ultra frame rates if your phone will let you do it. Now, if you can go with higher graphics and still maintain ultra frame rates, then that's the end all be all. And I'd be curious to know which cell phones are out there now that are on Android that can handle it. Now the real question is, does your phone have the ability to sustain its performance during extended gameplay? This is exactly where the Xperia Stream accessory comes in, and that's why it's so important, because not only does it keep the phone cold, but the Xperia 1 Mark V also has a feature that lets you use external batteries to power all the components in the device, which keeps the device from heating up. It also keeps the performance going well. If they have something like this that can be done for a newer phone, then I bet the performance and graphics can look really good on some of the new devices that are in the market now.
I even stumbled into a twisted realm with a fake patchwork Jiangxi metro inside.
I must say I'm very impressed by what this game can do so far. It feels like Destiny. You have some versatility with how you can play the game. And of course, aside from emulating the game and just playing it on PC, playing it on a cell phone is really the whole point of it being here. Right, being able to play it on the go. You've seen videos in the past where I've even played on the bus, on the monitors, on the way home from work. You know, taking the shuttle back from work is something that I've wanted to kind of find some games that I can play, and Destiny definitely is showing that it has what it takes. It has the performance capabilities. It looks like the game doesn't push the phone too hard to where it's going to overheat or crash on you or anything like that. So the actual optimization for this game is something that I have never seen before in a mobile game of this quality. And so NetEase is doing their thing right now, and if you get the chance to play the beta, definitely try to get a code so you can try it out for yourself. And then once the game launches, be on the lookout, because man, I'm telling you right now, Warzone Mobile is getting shut down. Delta Force doesn't have controller support. I believe Star Wars Hunters is also getting shut down. There isn't a lot of mobile games that are out there that let you play the game like a console. And so what you're seeing with my setup is that I could take this anywhere. I can go to a hotel, I could play on the monitor, on the shuttle bus on the way home from work, and I can connect to the 5G connectivity and play it online and progress in some of these missions and actually get a mobile experience that is of high quality. So hope you guys enjoy this footage. This has been Jada's09, aka Ayala1, the Mighty Tree, the Mighty Terebinth, and you just saw some Destiny Rising beta gameplay. So I might be streaming a little bit more of this throughout the upcoming weeks while the beta is still active. So if you like what you've seen today, like, subscribe, do all that shit, share the video. Make sure that people know about this game, because I think that when it comes out, this might be a heavy contender in the mobile, arena. And so definitely download it once it comes out, for sure.
Not even Ikora can fight this battle alone.